I'm here to talk to you about some wrist pain, specifically Tfcc wrist injuries, which is triangular fibrocartilage complex injury. What that entails is usually people get an injury in the wrist. So if we look here in this area where we have this diagram, if we flip this over, we can actually start seeing the areas of the bones and ligaments here. So there's a ligament that usually sits right here in this area. So if you look over here, you can actually see it, that there's a ligament there in that area. So what happens, unfortunately, with sometimes at work or activities, things you're doing, you sustain trauma to the wrist. People call it a sprained wrist or a strained wrist. But usually you have injury inside the wrist that has little tears that are inside that wrist and that start causing pain in the wrist. With little movements, turning, moving, grabbing things, holding things, causes a lot of wrist pain. So things that we need to do, or things that we can do to try to help treat that, we try to treat them, of course, with conservative measures, with medications, splints, and steroid injections. And if those fail or don't seem to give you this, the treatment or the support that you need, then we turn to surgery. And usually what we do these with a camera. We call it wrist arthroscopic surgery, where you put two little holes here in the wrist. One is for the camera and one's to actually work in there. So when we're in there, we can actually see if there's a tear inside the wrist. And if there is a tear, different ways to treat it. We can debride it by using a little device to clean around the injury. Or we can use a thermal wand or a burning probe to help shrink that area. And also, if it's amendable, we can repair it with a suture and to close that tear that's in the wrist. Afterwards, we put you in a splint for a good 6 weeks to let the tissues heal. And during that time, you can still use your hand, but unfortunately, you cannot twist or turn down your wrist for about 6 weeks or so. And then after that, we get you started with therapy. So if you think you're suffering from this type of injury in the wrist, give us a call at 972-939-4974 or reach out to our website, www.loredohands.com. Have a good day. Thank you.